Welcome back to Grandma Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered, and this is First 10. I'm Ann James.
It's Jay Skyline. We got Bill Hallgrove in the building. And, or Hillgrove, my bad. I fucked that one up. I knew I was fucking that up too. But you'll know what time it is. First and foremost, shout out to the University of Pittsburgh. They are number one, and I know I'm going to fuck up the division, in the coastal division of the ACC. It's stupid. One's the coastal, one's the Atlantic division. Let's just say they're leading one division and Clemson's leading the other, and there's going to be probably a really one-sided ACC championship game in a few weeks. Actually, I can't just say that. The University of Pittsburgh beat Clemson 2 years ago. It happened. Clemson was the number 2 team in the country when it happened. So it's not impossible. No. Also, I don't know what happens if that happens, because that means Pitt's supposed to go to the Orange Bowl, and they won't be ranked.
So would that be the first? Would that be a first time that happened?
No, because that used to happen a lot back in the Big East when the Big East had an automatic bid to these games, and they had to let the Big East go. Mm-hmm. But the other thing is, if that happens, it'll be Pitt's first time going to the ACC title game since they've left the Big East to go to the ACC. And it'll turn around a terrible start, because the loss to Penn State was bad. The loss to UCF was embarrassing. Yeah. The loss to North Carolina probably shouldn't have happened. That one was in depth. They should have beat North Carolina and Notre Dame. Let's keep it 100. Those 2 games they should have won. Notre Dame should have took that L to Pitt. If it wasn't for kicking, they would have won. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. When it comes to that, that's like the Pitt. And also, if Pitt wins out, and if they beat Clemson, y'all can't tell me UCF shouldn't be in that playoffs.
So you think they should?
If Pitt wins out, do you know what UCF did to Pitt?
I understand, but I'm just saying, because of one game, that should factor.
Yeah, because that's how college football works. College football goes on this weird thing. Well, if this team destroyed this team, and then this team somehow beat this team, then that team must somehow be worse than this team. It's the only way it works when 118 teams are vying for 4 spots.
Yeah.
That's and actually it's more than 118. I'm going with the joint one I used to use for NCAA 14, the game. At this point, it's 132. So there's 132 Division I football teams, and there's 4 playoff spots. So yeah, that's a wild way. Think about how many teams can be undefeated in the year. We're just lucky that there's never really that many undefeated teams. Usually there's maybe 2 to 3 at most.
Yeah.
When there's only 12 games they each team plays, with the 132 teams, there's room for 20 teams to be undefeated, low-key.
I mean, if you want to if you break it down like that, yeah, there could be.
But yeah, no, like I said, that's how I look at the Pitt situation. I'm happy to see what they're doing right now. They're actually looking better off than where Penn State is. Penn State's probably definitely a better team. And shout out to West Virginia in the top 10. West Virginia has a legitimate chance to actually make the national playoff for, I just call it the 4-team play. I don't consider a 4-team playoff a playoff.
Yeah. Because
I feel like a playoffs means multiple rounds. 2 rounds to me is not a playoff.
At least
because
3 to 4 rounds.
You already started with it, in basketball terms. How y'all just start with the conference finals? We got rid of everything else. Actually in the NBA they probably should do that. But
So you think they should now you're all right, this doesn't sound like a bad
I actually
idea.
had to think about that for a second. I'm wait, right now. Even though I'm a Lakers fan, what are we looking at? I actually don't know what the number 2 team in the West is going to be right now. I know the Warriors, and then y'all might want to just have the 4 best teams in the East figure it out.
You think maybe
the Rockets look terrible.
Rockets?
They're about to cut Carmelo Anthony.
They might, but we'll see what happens with that.
I'd give it before the end of the week.
But really?
Yeah, it's that bad down there.
I don't know about that. Goddamn.
Then, like I said, the Lakers are cool, but I love my squad.
The Wolves can do it. The Wolves can do it.
Let's talk about the Wolves. The Wolves have finally traded their best player, the only one who gave a damn.
He didn't give a damn. First off, he didn't give a damn all this year. He
gave a damn until he noticed that nobody else gave a damn.
Well, I think that's all. That's everybody else. I don't know. That's Wiggins. That's Andrew Wiggins. All right. That's
Andrew Wiggins don't care.
He don't care.
Karl Anthony Towns don't care.
He don't care enough. He should be. He cares maybe a little bit, but.
And then y'all best player right now
is the oldest motherfucker in the.
I'm gonna say he got the oldest knees in the league. I give you that. Derrick Rose is the best player on that team right now.
But he put up 50 or whatever.
And he put like 30 something up the other night. That's not the point. You know what? You remember y'all remember what Derrick Rose looked like when he won the MVP? Clean cut, Bulls. He's on the fucking Wolves right now with dreadlocks. And I mean, they're not even like short. They're actually they're getting some hang in there now. Like, this is a completely different Derrick Rose.
It's
also Derrick Rose who just got like expunged on charges of some shit that I didn't know about until like a week ago.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, he almost got some real big trouble over the summer.
Oh. Well, that's good that he's...
I will say, I don't know if they do less for the combo, but if you're getting jersey, if they do like a combo for the jersey and the pants, I'll put like 25% of the cost in for the jersey if they come with the pants. I like the shorts.
What, the shorts on the Purple Rain one?
Oh yeah, on the Purple Rain. First thing I do, I think we're toting a thin line when it comes to sports teams dedicating jerseys to famous people. Like, I'm still confused. I love Miami's Miami Vice.
Yeah, but
jerseys,
that's like literally...
But that's dedicating your jerseys to a movie about Coke or a television series about Coke.
But it just like the whole graphics, like it looks dope as fuck.
It looks dope, but like y'all gotta start thinking about what y'all doing. Like, but like, and again, I'm all for Prince, and them jerseys are ridiculous. Have nothing to do.
What else does Minnesota have? Or had?
Mall of America? I don't know.
Okay, so they had Prince is what they got. They got the.
I mean,
Purple
I
Rain.
feel like
I feel
like if I look it up, I'll find some famous people that are pretty impressive. Not as impressive as Prince. Nobody is as impressive as Prince. The fact that Prince is from Minnesota is amazing. Oh, Spooky Black.
They're not wearing anything like that.
They just got weird do-rags and turtlenecks. Oh shit.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that in Minnesota. No.
Oh no, I know the guy. If y'all remember that Kanye song that never made it anywhere all day, the guy that sang the hook on that was from Minnesota.
Okay.
Again, they're not Prince. I'm not knocking Prince. I'm just saying I'm naming people.
Okay.
Oh, and Adam Thielen is from Minnesota because apparently he went to a high school near
to
the Vikings.
Or did he went to right?
Oh, Larry Fitzgerald's from Minnesota.
Okay.
Not Prince. Again, none of these people are Prince. I'm not going to name anybody better than Prince. I'm just saying that. Like, I'm keeping that.
Not Prince.
Yeah, he's not Prince.
Like, I want that to be the quote. Like, I'm just naming people. Prince is still the GOAT. But yeah, and again, it's the weirdest thing. It's like there's nothing purple about y'all team. Like, and it's different. It's two different shades of purple that are ridiculous. I just don't have no player. Like, what am I going to do? Get a D Rose Wolves jersey? Because I feel like that's the only thing left.
I'm gonna have to wait. I think I'm gonna wait until the end of the year. Like,
you better hope, because last time I tried to do that and it didn't work. Well, no, never mind. That was the Chinese New Year's joints, and that was like a week. But
I don't know. D Rose would be nice.
I think it's the only. Well, unless you want to go with throwback Butler now, like you can still get the Butler. Or just
I could probably get the Butler,
and just wear it as like the Bibby, like how everybody wears the Bibby jerseys or stuff like that. Like you're just gonna wear the Butler jersey, like, hey, I got a Butler Wolves, or you know, no, because my next one was gonna be terrible. Because if I see you out here with a Shaquille O'Neal Suns jersey, you know what you did wrong. Actually, no, the Suns wasn't the worst part. You come out here with a Shaq Celtics jersey, and I got problems with you.
I was about to say, yeah, I think
because he ain't do nothing on that team. The best thing he did on that team was when he went out to that park and acted like a statue. Y'all remember that? Yeah, he did a whole thing where he was out at the park for like 12 hours just sitting there like a statue. Or the worst of the worst, and that's the Shaq Cavaliers.
I was going to say, is Cavaliers that bad?
You know what? I'll give him a break for that one because he was on the team with LeBron at that point.
Yeah.
But like that Celtics one, you just knew you shouldn't have been on that team. This is being the Lakers fan to me, low key, but you knew you shouldn't have been on that team.
Wow. Okay.
So, I was not sure where we were at that point.
Okay.
So, like I said, I feel like every week we do the weekly update on one of our teams before we go into the big breakdown. So this week, let's get your Raiders out the way because I feel like it was an uneventful weekend for them. They played the Chargers in a division match where the beginning looked really good. Y'all ran this fake punt that looked like great for a second.
Yeah, we did the first play. We looked real good, and then we shit the bed from there on out. Come on. Really? Really?
What am I supposed to say?
There was nothing good. I really don't know what the plans is.
Oh, Mark Davis came out and said that everything is his fault, which I guess if you go by like the pyramid of things, because we're blaming John Gruden, he hired John Gruden.
Yeah.
He also is the one that made the decision he says he's the one that traded Khalil Mack. He stood up and said John Gruden was not the one that traded Khalil Mack. He traded Khalil Mack. I call bullshit on that, but that's just me. Nobody with a coconut haircut makes decisions anymore. That was the first 10 here on Unfiltered. We're going to get right back into the full scale of the NFL talk before I sneeze. Yeah, we get into the full scale. Like I said, there's no reason to spend that much time on the Raiders at this point. So let's get into the full slate of games that happened over the weekend. First is first. We are going to talk about the slaughter that happened on Thursday night. It's your squad. You get the. I would say.
I don't know if it was a slaughter.
It was a slaughter.
It was all right.
Bro, they scored 14 points in one possession. And that's because they scored a touchdown and then Cam Newton decided to throw another interception, a pick six. And then they scored another. It was like, they got 21 points in less than 3 minutes.
It was something like that. I think they beat have a record now.
I don't know about that. But maybe for the first quarter scoring, maybe. I don't know. But
I think they're the fastest scoring on possession.
Yeah, I believe it. I fully believe it.
So that's pretty dope. But that sucks for the Panthers. But shout out to the Panthers for showing love to Pittsburgh.
I mean, every team that come in here, all right, man. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for showing us love. Every team that comes is going to do that now. Because the Ravens did it before.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, from here till the end of the season, if your team don't, now it's like a real problem.
Like, do you see Cam Newton's shoes, though? He had, like, Stronger Than Hate, and it was, like, with black and gold spikes. That's pretty dope.
Thank you, Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton always comes hard with the spikes. But he didn't come hard playing against the Steelers, but it's all right. I wasn't expecting
Isn't that your NFC South team?
That is my NFC South team, but I'm not gonna let them. Like, I wouldn't want them to beat us.
I know. You've made it very clear.
And I said they weren't gonna beat us because it's just statistically speaking, they ain't gonna ever beat us. Oh shit.
Okay.
I said that, but I don't know. I mean, Christian McCaffrey, he got three touchdowns. He got like what two running and one receiving.
See, even Cam as a black man got his white guy.
But that's different. Now you adding in different factors. Whoa. Now we got a whole nother.
I'm just saying.
That's just one person. That's who else? You want to keep on going?
I don't have enough black quarterbacks. This isn't a normal thing for black quarterbacks. I'm just saying Cam has jumped in and understands what's good.
Good. All right. But Panthers shit the bed. I mean, Steelers killed it. I mean, we're just pushing our way through, and we're gonna probably possibly get. We're already gonna get the division. So.
Oh no, we'll talk about the other games that happened this weekend. The division was locked up as soon as we found out how good the Saints really were. We'll talk about that in order though. Because actually, I didn't notice it, but the division, y'all were actually tied with a certain team in the division up until things happened this weekend. Yeah. Or not tied, but because
of how everything. Yeah.
But let's get in and see what was the next game. What was the first Sunday morning game here? Real quick. I was looking at standings and shit.
You know what, just for the fuck of it, because we ain't really going to talk about it. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns getting a W.
We were going to talk about it. We were going to talk about it.
Oh, we were going to talk about it?
Yeah, because there's some problems on that whole front for that. We had to talk about that.
Okay.
So, no, we got that coming. You know what? Because I don't know much about... Oh, let's talk about your cousin at home against the Redskins this weekend.
My cousin?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
Out here. Ryan Fitzpatrick, they have not figured out if it's a record yet, but I just believe it's a record. Threw for 409 yards. The Buccaneers had over 500 yards of total offense. They scored 3 points.
What was going on?
I think Fitz threw 3 interceptions. There was like 3 fumbles or 2 fumbles too.
On him?
No. Those were running back fumbles.
You know what? That's what the issue down
but
there.
But each one was in the red zone, I think.
You can do so much. Yeah, you can literally throw 80 yards and you're right there. It's like if you can't get it in, But he throws touchdowns. What's going on with Deshaun Jackson? You're supposed to throw it to him at you're at the 20-yard.
Not Deshaun Jackson. I would say Deshaun Jackson's your 20-yard.
Yeah, you're at your 20. That's what I'm saying. You're at your 20.
If you're doing regular drives down the field and he's not a good receiver down by the end zone.
Yeah.
But no, I don't understand it. Shout out to the Redskins, by the way. They're the leaders of the NFC East right now. But no, I do not know what to tell you on that, bro. I don't even know what to say about the Redskins because y'all only scored 16 points.
Yeah.
If you have that many turnovers, you should score way more than 16 points.
Yeah.
So that whole game is an anomaly to me. After that, we got a closer game than I thought it would be. The Cardinals at the Chiefs. It was 26-14. I know for a fact that the Chiefs scored on their first offensive possession on the first play because I have Patrick Mahomes on fantasy, and the game started at 1 o'clock, and at 1:03 it said 75 yards, 1 touchdown. And it was like, all right, I'll take it. So I don't know how the rest of the game went, but I know how that went at the beginning. I didn't see that one personally. But hey, the Chiefs are still chugging on. I'm assuming if you're playing NFC West teams not in the Los Angeles, it's pretty easy to keep it moving. You got anything to say about that game?
No, just another loss for the Cardinals. It's nothing big.
Self-employed app.
Sorry.
It pretty much it solidifies pretty much. It keeps on solidifying you guys as the pretty much the.
Oh, we were never worried about the division. It's about the Saints and the Saints at this point.
Yeah.
After that, the game that I don't know what I expected to happen in this game. I just didn't expect this. The Buffalo Bills went down to East Rutherford, New Jersey. I don't think the city of New York wants to claim this team right now. It was the New Jersey Jets versus the Buffalo Bills.
The New York Bills.
Oh yeah, well the Bills. Yeah,
if you want to talk like that, if you're talking like that.
But yeah, man, the Bills 41-10 on the Jets. The Bills up until this point may have had the worst offense since before the forward pass this year. And Mac Barkley came up off the street, and y'all know how I feel about USC quarterbacks not named Carson Palmer.
But he never really got a chance, though.
I guess you know who he played for before?
Was it Oakland?
The Jets.
Jets.
He got drafted by the Jets.
Oh well. He never got a chance, though.
So it's like that out here for that. But 41-10, I don't even know what to say. I started the Jets defense. I got negative points. Lucky this man's incompetent and didn't put a tight end in.
It wouldn't matter if I got the tight end in.
He says that. He just wants excuses for taking 2 L's to your boy this season.
I literally lost by 12 or 13 points. If I would have put a tight end, the tight end only had 9 or 10 points.
I'm just bragging at this point. 2 L's to your boy this season. Like I said, keep it 100. Even with Todd Gurley on his team, he couldn't do it all.
And Ben Roethlisberger.
You know what, man? I really thought it was over on Thursday.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, 41 points?
I saw 41 points. I'm like, okay, let's strap it up. Let's get the bootstraps up. Let's get it. Let's hope and pray. Because you know what I hate about Ben is Ben will do that 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And then he might get you a 10-point game 4 or 5 times in a year. Yeah. So it's like, yo, for me to be on the fucking end of and then it have to be on Thursday. The worst thing about that is it's the idea of the Thursday night game and somebody killing you on Thursday night real quick. It's like that phone. It's like when somebody texts you in the middle of the day hey, we need to talk. But I don't want to text about it, so when I see you later, we'll talk about it. That ruins your day. Yeah. It's for most people, especially if it's your girl or your mom or something, you think it's a wrap. You think you're about to get cussed out. If it's your BM, you think you're about to go to court. It's all that type of shit. And that's what that was.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Let's see what else we got on the table. We had the battle between the Lions, no Tigers, and the Bears. That's the best pun I can do for that one. Even though the Tigers play in Detroit. So, Bears won, beating the Lions 29. Oh, my bad. Oh, I actually skipped the game. We'll go back to that one in a second. 34-22. Khalil Mack got another couple sacks. Mitchell Trubisky looked good.
I don't think he's that good. Let's it's that defense that's holding it down. He can manage the ball well. I mean, Allen Robinson's not that good of a receiver.
He's not.
Jordan Howard sucks as a running back. He'll put up decent.
I need you to come talk to my friend, a person that I consider a friend who's a Bears fan, because he thinks he's the greatest person of all time.
Jordan Howard?
I actually think Tariq Cohen's better.
What?
I think Tariq Cohen's better.
Oh. I don't know.
Just saw Tariq Cohen on a Fortnite commercial too. Doing big things, I guess, promoting free video games.
Somebody's getting money for the ads, so
I don't have much to say about that. The Bears are interesting because they're at the point where as long as the Packers don't get their shit together, which they were having a bye week this week. If the Packers don't get their shit together, the Bears are going to win this division.
I think they're going to win the division. They could
And
probably win 1 week.
And I actually think that's the other thing is I think they're going to get killed.
Do you think what?
I think they're going to get killed.
No.
Oh, in the playoffs, yes.
No.
I don't think there's any part of that team that's ready for the playoffs this year.
I think so.
Ooh.
I think so.
Who?
What?
Who? Like I'm talking like Al. Who?
No, but I'm not saying like the quarterback. I'm saying Mitch Trubisky's ready.
I think if the Bears go to I think it'd actually be a detriment to Mitch Trubisky. Because you know who I think he'll turn into if they go this year? And Andy Dalton.
Oh, you think just get it and then lose?
Oh yeah, because I think what happened to Andy Dalton is stunted his growth. Like he got killed in like his first playoff start, and ever since it's been like he gets to the playoffs and it's like a haunted house.
Haunted house of his memories. Damn. Yeah.
I did skip a game, so we're going to jump back to the AFC South battle between the Colts and the Jaguars, which the Jaguars lost 29-26, and the Jaguars are falling apart. And Jalen Ramsey kind of said he wasn't going to resign.
You know, this is what happens when you talk too much.
This is what happens when Blake Bortles is your quarterback. To the late great Romeo Crennel, they are who they thought we thought they were, and it's always been that way. The Jaguars are the Jaguars. Guess where the Jaguars are right now? The last team in the AFC South. They are last. They are behind the Titans, the Colts, the Texans. They are fucking last. Leonard Fournette's not really playing that much.
They just need to. I think they need to just drop. They should have been dropping Blake a long time ago.
Oh, they re-signed him. They re-signed him after last year.
Drop him. They gotta drop him.
See, I can't help y'all if y'all want Blake Bortles to be your guy, man. I've been telling y'all since the day y'all drafted him that Blake Bortles wasn't that dude. Over to the Cincinnati Bengals at home against the Saints this weekend. The Saints came outside the dome and made it sound like it didn't matter at all. They scored 51 points against the Bengals, 14 points, and they scored on their first 9 possessions. That's the first time that's happened since like the 50s.
First time possessions.
Every time the Saints got the ball, for the first 9 times the Saints got the ball, they scored.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, like every single time until the end of the game, the Saints had the football, they scored. And also, to let y'all know, the Bengals only had 2 losses going into this weekend. That was actually a team that, just like the Panthers, we kind of thought was a team that was like a playoff contender. We do not think the Cincinnati Bengals are probably a playoff contender anymore. I'll say that right now. AJ Green's not there. We all love Tyler Boyd as a hometown kid who's on the enemy's side. But it's just
doesn't mean nothing.
It's just not going to work, man. Like I think the Bengals are done this year. Marvin Lewis is going to keep his job for another year because Marvin Lewis knows some really shady stuff about the owner, apparently. That's the only way I feel like he knows he keeps his job. Like Andy Reid must know where the bodies are. Marvin Lewis knows where the bodies are. Like somewhere down under the Ohio River somewhere, there is a stack of bodies out in Cincinnati, and Marvin Lewis knows the exact coordinates. Like he could tell you latitude and longitude.
Yo, get out of here. Just dug 3 feet down. You know the spot.
So
what?
Oh yeah, either that, like it's that, or like it has to be that. Like it's all. It's all
It has
like,
to be that.
Like I just believe it's either that or he's fucking somebody. That's always what I've come to when people when this stuff like this happens. You either know what they did that's illegal or you're fucking somebody.
That sounds about right.
And the fucking somebody might be still part of the illegal part.
Yeah.
Infidelity is somewhat still illegal in some people's eyes.
Yeah.
But on, wait, hold up. Because we got the real bobblehead in the house. I just had to do that one time. So 51-14, the Saints. I'll say that the Saints look like the best team in the NFL right now.
Pretty much. Yeah. There's nobody else comparable to them.
Okay, yeah, there's nobody else. Remember that. Not just, I want that to be understood. There's nobody else.
Whenever it comes down to a game, stats and stuff don't matter. It's about who wins that game at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yep. After that, we got the Patriots traveled down to Nashville, and they had some country blues. They lost to the Titans, and their former one of their former coaches on the team and a former player, Mike Vrabel, the new head coach of the Titans. He was a player and a coach on the Patriots.
Oh, for real?
Yes. And he was also a former defensive coordinator on Baltimore, which is a good thing because Baltimore's played good against the Patriots in the past. 34-10, Marcus Mariota does it again. He keeps his job. Marcus Mariota is a quarterback that's going to keep a job, is what I figured out.
He's just going to keep it.
Yeah, he's just going to keep it. He's going to be that guy where it's like, maybe we should get the next guy. He's like, but we still go like 9-7 every year.
We're kind of good, but we're not that good.
We're not even winning 10 games. Like, we're going to win 9-7. We're just going to be over 500. Not double-digit wins, which it's kind of hard to be over 500 and not have double-digit wins in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because there's only 2 ways to do that. That's be 8-8 and 9-7. But yeah, the Titans got that going for them right now. And then on the other, the Patriots took an L. This is what I got to say. And you know what's not going to happen? The Bills, Jets, or Dolphins winning the AFC East. You know what I already thought wasn't going to happen? I didn't think the Patriots are going to get home field advantage. I thought that was going to the Chiefs almost no matter what. The only thing that changes, and I'll give y'all this, is if the Steelers can keep their shit together, they can get the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The second, because 2 teams get bye weeks. So I think that the Steelers could get the 2 seed if they beat the Patriots, which guess what? Doesn't seem to happen after November.
Doesn't seem to happen after November. Why? Who can handle the cold more? Obviously, Brady.
I didn't know. You just said a bunch of shit that I was never going to say.
What?
I didn't say that. I just saying that there seems to be a problem with the Steelers because I think if you look it up, like whenever the Steelers play the Patriots early in the season, the Steelers win. It's when they're scheduled late in the season or in playoff games where things don't go well.
What? That's a weird stat.
It's a weird stat, but it's one of the things I've noticed recently. Is like and again, last year the Steelers should have won the regular season game. Fully here for that. Yeah, because they changed the rule for the catch. Still think y'all could have won in fucking overtime. That would always be my lifetime achievement award to, well, it was a catch. Yeah, but Ben Roethlisberger didn't have to throw it to a guy that was the only guy there.
Yeah.
So, I've always been like, yeah, man, it should have been a touchdown, but, y'all could have went to overtime. Y'all made it sound like the game was stolen. Let me get off, because that's something I'll go on about for 10 minutes. But yeah, Patriots lost. They're still the AFC South leading. The Titans aren't even first in the AFC South.
Yeah, no, they're not.
The Texans are first, which the Patriots, like usual, put the hurt on the Texans. That's the fucked up thing. Is we know for a fact that the Patriots play the Texans in the playoffs. It's just not watch the game. Because the Texans get destroyed by the Patriots. And I don't even think Deshaun Watson will save them on that one.
No.
Moving on, we got the game we see every 4 years. The Falcons versus the Browns. That's the only way I could put that game out there. That's the only they play once every 4 years.
Okay, you want to say okay?
That's it. Like I feel like even when Falcons and Browns fans see each other, they just see each other. Like they don't care about each other. Like it's like, oh yeah, what's up? Like you a Browns fan, you a Falcons fan? Like cool. Like we can watch the game together. Like it's like
what?
Like there ain't no beef.
What do you mean? You're just saying this is just a game?
I feel like the fan base
is just a hangout?
Yeah, this is just a hangout. We're watching 2 mediocre teams play. That's what I feel now since I figured out the Falcons are so mediocre.
But if the Falcons were good, the Falcons, who's on this team, you're like, oh, this is like a good team.
The second highest paid running back in the NFL, maybe the best wide receiver in the NFL, a former league MVP and quarterback.
Okay, you want to keep it running?
I mean, them 3 things seem really good enough to me.
Yeah.
2 first overall pick wide receivers from Alabama and both have national championships. And whatever the wide receiver trophy is for wide receiver, I'm sure they both have in college. The Falcons have the shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you put all the players side by side, like their credentials from the Falcons and the Saints outside of Drew Brees, you would probably pick all the players from the Falcons over. Like, you would pick Julio Jones over Michael Thomas.
Probably, yeah.
I'll admit I picked Kamara over Freeman.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
I picked the running probably backs off of the Saints over the ones on.
I'd still pick. I would take Coleman over.
I like Tevin Coleman, but
I would take Coleman over
because he's on your fantasy team. Don't mean nothing.
Hey man, not even just that. Since Tevin Coleman's been in the league, I think he's been on one of my fantasy teams every year. So yeah, I rock. Fuck just the fantasy team. I rock with Tevin Coleman.
I rock with Tevin Coleman.
Tevin Coleman's my new Fred Jackson, man. I got you, bro.
Okay, he's your new friend.
Yeah, man. Fred Jackson was the dude for Kobe.
That was your dude.
I was hoodwinking dudes like James left and right with Fred Jackson. Go ahead and take C.J. Spiller. He's having flashbacks, like hot flashes and shit.
But that was a wild game for the Browns to get this W.
Hey, did you hear what your boy Baker Mayfield said after the game at the interview? The interview, he asked him something, and dude was like, "I woke up feeling dangerous."
I felt dangerous.
That was what he said. He said, "I woke up feeling dangerous," which. I'm sorry, bro. I rock with Baker Mayfield. Like I rock with him. Like, you know how much I hope he just like next year he wakes up and is like, yo man, fuck Cleveland, I want traded. Then I can really rock with him. Because Baker Mayfield is gonna be like the Eminem of quarterbacks.
The Eminem of quarterbacks. What?
Because I feel like he's gonna be the white dude we can rock with. Because hey, I'll tell you right now.
Wait, you're saying you ain't rocking with Ben?
My mom don't.
Oh,
that's something I figured out. Like no matter how I feel about how like the white people in the city want Tomlin fired, the black people are ready to get rid of Ben in the same way. Like the black people in the city are fully like, oh, Ben's gone. All right, let's see what Dobbs got to do. Everybody after that pass in that game last week, where last week, 2 weeks ago, when Ben went down for one play and Dobbs threw that 30-yard reception, all the black folks in the city were ready to go. We're like, it was like Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. It's time. Then Ben came out and was like, all right, well, we'll still roll with this. But like we were fully committed to Dobbs for right then and there. Like we're here. We got the next Charlie Batch. We out here. For all the times that I talk about how white people do shady shit, I'm just like, no. And when it comes to sports, we all racist in some way. Maybe not racist, prejudice. I can say prejudice and make everybody feel a little better about themselves.
Okay.
So the next game on the docket today, so for y'all people that are waiting for Rap Jerry to come back, is the Seahawks Rams. It was a close game, but I always expect close games with the Seahawks. But in the end, they couldn't cover it. They couldn't deal with this shit right here. So, shout out to the new hat, new ensemble. If y'all weren't on the Instagram or Facebook this weekend, this is what we're doing out here for the winter months.
All right.
If you don't like, you ain't about this life.
That's pretty cool.
It's warm. My mom thinks it's ugly, but she said it looks warm. Straight up is what she said.
I agree with the warmth.
Yeah.
For Pittsburgh, but it looked, I agree with the warmth. I can't wait till it gets dirty.
Yeah, you're just gonna get like a couple pieces of mud.
Oh no! This hat's strictly for like it's like the Ewings. This first weekend was like the toted around. This thing's about to go up on that hat rack and sit there. What's probably gonna piss me off is gonna get dust on it. That's where it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just got me. That's where it's going. But yeah, we won 36-31. Hey man, another wasn't dominating.
Yeah.
Donald, sorry. Donald was out there dominating still. Donald just broke the single season record for sacks by the Rams, which was held by Deacon Jones. Like, slap people on the head. Deacon Jones, if y'all haven't seen the footage, Deacon Jones is one of the reasons, like, LT and Deacon Jones are the reasons that they brought up, like, they decided they had to get the term sacks a name. Because Deacon Jones probably would have the record over if they actually had the stat. Like, it's like back when, like, there wasn't there wasn't 3-point shots in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Like, the sack wasn't a stat until the 80s. To us, it's like the sack is the coolest shit on defense to us, so it's been here forever. It wasn't until, like, 83.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But, like, and they made it illegal to slap people on the head because Deacon Jones was just slapping people. Eyes, too. He was eyeing people, and he was slapping, like, when he would come off the line, he would just slap people on the helmets left and right.
You see, because it rings your ears.
Yeah, it would ring in your ears. And I'm assuming that was, like, I feel like that was, like, purposely giving people concussions. He didn't know it. But back then, that's, like, the idea of, like, I'm just going to give you a concussion real quick. White tap, tap, tap. Get out of the way. But, yeah. And, that's definitely, Donald's done stuff that we just haven't seen people do before now.
So you think he's pretty much how you think he's gonna finish off the season with like a new record? Like what do you think?
I think the record is by Strahan. It's like 20 something. He would have to. He could do it. Like he's on pace to do it because we just passed halfway. Mm-hmm. So give him another like 4-sack game like he did a few weeks ago. He could do it. Mm-hmm. The fact that if he gets past, like again, he's an interior lineman. all these records are the whole top 10 list outside of Aaron Donald or DNs and linebackers. Aaron Donald is by himself going up this list as a D tackle.
Okay.
Also, if anybody saw the game this weekend, there was a play where they thought it might have been a fumble on the Seahawks. Aaron Donald picked up the fucking ball and started running. Hey, man, I don't do it in no normal game, but I want to see Aaron Donald running the football in either the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl.
Oh, so so only when the games matter.
Look it up, bro. He looked, bro, for a man that size, he shouldn't be able to move that fast.
Can he do it for 98 yards like Harris?
Can he do it for 98?
I fully believe he could, and he probably wouldn't need the oxygen.
Oh, no.
Your boy was dying at the end of that run.
All right, if Aaron Donald does 99 yards, touchdown, no oxygen, he's a legend, all right? He deserves MVP.
Because we all thought that James Harrison was done for the game after that. Like, well, James is done. He ain't even going to come back out. Actually, thank God it was halftime. Because if it wasn't if it was like mid-third quarter, that was it. We wasn't going to see James again. And key word, I wouldn't blame him either. That was like the toughest touchdown ever scored.
Hell yeah.
Like you started with it was 98 yards.
So,
No,
yeah, I thought it was end zone to end zone if that, yeah.
So, and let's get into the basically the end of the night. We had Dolphins against the Packers. That game is the Packers won. Honestly, if the Packers didn't win, everybody was getting fired.
I mean, yeah, if they didn't, yeah. But that's unfortunate.
Cowboys beat the Eagles in Sunday Night Football. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, the whole division's falling apart. The Giants aren't there. If y'all checked out anything about the Giants over the weekend, there was like 2 one-handed catches by Odell that looked insane. One of them where he caught it one-handed with somebody on him and broke the tackle.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, Odell looked insane as usual. But, yeah, Cowboys, Eagles. Oh, no, that was from last week. But Cowboys, Eagles, 27-20. 27-20. Eagles, to me, it's the Redskins or the Eagles for the playoffs. I'm not that worried about the Cowboys right now because they seem to lose really badly one week and win next week. But the Eagles look as suspect as anybody else does. I think they lost their last 3 home games.
I don't think no. I think it's pretty much the only real team that can really hold it down and keep it together is the Redskins.
That's sad.
And that's pretty bad.
Because I don't think the Redskins, the only way I think either the Redskins or the Bears make it out of the first round is if one of each other play each other, and they won't because they'll probably both win divisions. Yeah. Which also, that leaves room for 3 teams to make it out of the NFC South. I truly believe at this point.
You really think that
if the Falcons could turn it around a little bit, yeah. Because the only other idea I have is the Vikings making it out of the NFC North with the Bears.
I don't think the Vikings will do it.
Because I think the Panthers are a wild card team. I think that's solidified, and the Saints are the Saints.
Well, let's just get into it. I mean, well.
Oh yeah, well, I'd say because again we're not worried that much about tonight. Who do you got tonight?
Tonight, I'll give it to the Giants. I'd rather the Giants get it.
I'll do this one time for my uncle who passed away at the beginning of this year. I will roll with your squad, the 49ers, one time. Because I ain't got no other. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Shout out to Uncle Jay.
Shout out to Uncle Jay, but I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
So we both, before this episode started, decided to pick our power rankings. So each of us are going to go in order. You just want to go back and forth for them 10-1?
10-1? All right.
I guess I'll start it off first. My number 10 team in the NFL power rankings going in this week after their upset of the Patriots would be the Tennessee Titans at number 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they're even worth mentioning.
That's fine. Go ahead and put your...
Number 10 would be the Redskins.
All right, that's cool. So we're different. I actually have the Redskins higher on my list.
Okay. So
at number 9 for my list, I had the Panthers. Panthers would have been higher, but that whole thing kind of...
Because they got that one loss. Wow.
I mean, that was their 3rd or 4th loss this year. That one loss made it very clear that they weren't like the rest of the teams in the NFC.
Okay. Because they only have 3 losses out of just one loss at the...
It's also the fact that they're not going to win their division.
No, but they definitely have a chance to get the wild card.
Yeah.
That's why I at least see them up higher, but okay, I'll go.
You have the Redskins below the Panthers and the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Redskins are going to win the division.
What?
The Redskins are going to win the division.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we understood, because you just tried to make my logic that.
What? No.
What's your number 9?
All right, number 9, the Texans.
Okay.
I think they're doing pretty good. The division's not that good, so it doesn't really mean much if they make it. But
The thing is, I think there might be 2 teams coming out of that division.
you really think 2 teams are going to come out of there? Do you think them and the Titans will make it?
Or the Colts.
I don't think the Colts have a chance.
I believe as long as they have Andrew Luck, just like you tried to say that the Raiders could win out, I think the Colts could go on a streak at any
They
time.
could go on a streak. They could.
I think it's more legitimate than the Raiders.
I was just saying the Raiders can go win out to go 8-8, but they're not winning shit. Like,
So at number 8 for me, I had the R words.
okay. I had the Patriots here. I don't think they're that good.
Oh, damn.
I don't
Okay,
think they're
okay,
that good.
like, and I'm interested on every single team from here until like number 4
Okay.
on who's better than the Patriots.
I think, yeah. I don't think the Patriots that good.
So for number 7, so that was your number 8.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 7 for me is the Texans.
Okay. That'll be the Chargers for me. They're going to keep on winning. They're a really good team. I don't know.
Yeah, I just fucked my whole list up. Okay.
What?
I didn't put the Chargers on
You
the
didn't put
list.
the Chargers on the list? So you put the Titans on the list, but y'all don't even give the Chargers. You've been hyping on Philip Rivers.
Oh, no, the Chargers are in my top 5 in my mind. So
In your mind, but not on paper. You fucked up on that.
okay, so at some point we're just gonna filter the Chargers in somewhere, and the Titans are off my list.
Okay. Okay. All right. My number 6, I put the Panthers. I think they're good, but they dropped down a bit. They need to work on. It's pretty much the receivers. They need the even though you got Christian McCaffrey and Greg Olsen, like that are not really receivers, but DJ Moore and Devin Fungens, they need to do something. They suck.
Quick fix, real quick, for everybody understands where I fucked up. Panthers 10, Redskins 9, Texans 8. We were supposed to be at 6, but the Bears for me would now go to 7, and 6 would be the Patriots. So if you want to
So
talk
you
about the Bears
think-
being 6 for me, then you can go there.
What did you say was yours?
My 6 was going to be the Bears, but that would now be the 7's team.
So they're the 7th seed. So why are they so low?
Bears? Because I have not a single player on this team has ever even sniffed the playoffs, man. They
No.
played I don't even know if they played in the playoffs on Madden.
They played. They had to have. One of them played. One of them's good enough to at least get. Somebody on the team is good enough. I'll at least say that. I don't know who was on the team and they made it to the playoffs, but there's definitely somebody there.
So yeah, that's my thing about. I mean, Khalil Mack went to the playoffs once with the Raiders. Woo! Because I know they didn't win.
I don't know if they did.
So that's where I am with that. And then again, for my number 6 team is now the Patriots, who now are outside of my top 5 because of me being stupid. So yeah, my number 6 team is the Patriots. I do think the Titans loss means a little bit, and I do think that they are slowing down a little bit. But again, they're going to make the playoffs. That's what matters. Even Malachi said, like, the playoff games are what's going to define what happens with the Patriots and who goes to the Super Bowl in the AFC. So
I think
since I fucked up, you can be the one that goes first for number 5.
my number 5 is the Bears.
I thought we were on 6.
I
we
did
were on 6.
Panthers.
Okay. My number 5 team is the Steelers.
Okay. I mean, it's not bad. They're in the top 5.
I mean, they're coming back. Again, I fucked up my list, so like I'm actually retroactively going through all this one at a time now. But yeah, no, I think the Steelers are good. I am worried about the concussion of James Conner this week. I think that doesn't matter, even though they'd routed the Panthers.
Is it official that it is? They
yeah,
said it's
yeah.
under concussion protocol.
Yeah, he's
not,
under concussion protocol.
That's protocol.
They have to clear him before he can play.
But it doesn't mean that he has a concussion.
Yeah, okay. Well, y'all have fun with. Maybe he doesn't have.
Doesn't mean he may not play.
Yeah.
He has a concussion, but he might not play.
No, I thought it was if you had a concussion, you're not allowed to play for 2-3 weeks.
No, that's not guaranteed, dude. They can clear you in a week still. That's why people are still wondering when they're going to get sued again. So who's your number 4 team?
My number 4 is the Steelers.
Okay. My number 4 is where I fucked up. It would be the Chargers.
Okay, so you have the Chargers
The
there.
LA Chargers are streaking, I think, right now. They again, their 2 losses are to the 2 one-loss teams in the NFL. They lost to the Chiefs one time, and they lost to the Rams, and they still got to play the Chiefs again. So
And they may or may not win, but
if
which
they beat
will,
the Chiefs, they can actually go into the first place for the home field advantage in the playoffs.
Really?
because the Chiefs have one loss. So they would tie because the second game, and I think it goes by scoring. The Chargers would actually be the first overall seed
because they score higher,
and that would put the Chargers in the wild card. So and that would put the Chiefs in the wild card,
which would be pretty big. That makes them harder for them to actually get to the Super Bowl. I mean, then they're at that point versus who are we talking? So the Chargers got
in that case, the Chargers would probably play somebody like the Titans or the.
They got the first round bye. And
no,
then
the Chargers would have the first one by
the Chiefs. Who would be number 2 then?
Either the Patriots or the Steelers.
And then it would
that fully matters on what happens in December with that game.
Okay.
And the Steelers still have to play the Chargers.
Okay.
That's the December 2nd.
That's pretty tough. This year's pretty. It's a tough year.
And I think did we already play the Saints? The Steelers? Because they played the Saints this year, too.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, we played the Saints. Because you got to think about it. We just played the Panthers. That means this year is the NFC South year.
Yeah.
So at some point, I forget when in the schedule, I think we're going to New Orleans. But they play the Saints.
This is finna going to be a breeze.
Oh, you want to talk about that? How everybody was throwing up the X for Dez Bryant this week because Dez Bryant got signed and then got hurt.
That's he's part of the team actually. That's
the only glimmer of hope that like if the Rams somehow lose to the Saints in the playoffs also and the Saints go on and win the chip, I just want to see Dez Bryant with his ring.
You want to see Dez with a ring?
Because that's what's going to happen.
He got it.
He's gonna fly straight to Dallas. See what I got.
That'd be hilarious. He goes just passing by Jerry's place and be like, "What's going on?"
Oh my! Jerry might have him shot. Jerry Jones might have that. Like if he came back and was like, "See, Jerry, this is what you've been trying to get for 20 years." Jerry has 3. Let's not forget. Yeah. But you've been trying to get this for 20 years, Jerry.
And then get this man shot. Yeah.
So let's get back to it. We are at number 3. I think our top 3 are going to be the same 3 teams, just in different orders. So there you go.
My number 3.
Yeah, that's all I coming.
The Rams.
And my number 3 is the Chiefs.
The Chiefs?
Yes.
Okay. My number 2 is the Chiefs, actually.
And my number 2 is the Rams.
And then, all right, so it's clearly...
Again, I'm not a jack. Like I feel like as long as I've been doing these shows, I've kept it real as a sports fan that I keep it real. It's not just that the Saints beat the Rams. It's that they just wiped the Cincinnati Bengals off the face of the earth. Like it's a combination. Like I gotta put in the idea that like the Rams Saints game, if you watched it, was a close game.
Yeah.
Like that Michael Thomas touchdown at the end was a back breaker, and Marcus Peters was the first one to tell you. But that game was a close game. The Saints never let the Cincinnati like you know what man? It should be called. They should be calling it not. They should be just calling the Cincinnati Bengals the second team in Cincinnati because that was a home game for the Saints.
I get out of here, yo. I mean, I think that game was saying something more to like I think to even us as the Steelers because I mean we put up about 52. Was it 50? 52. And they put up 51. So
again,
that's saying something to be like, hey, we coming for you next. And I mean,
the hate to me is that was on Thursday Night Football at home. And the Saints did this outside the dome. Because again, if the Saints, we all believe the Saints can score 50 points any given Sunday if they're playing in New Orleans. That's like a cheat code for them.
That's a cheat code.
But if you look at the Saints away from home, the Saints are just like an average team away from home. Like when they don't play inside that dome. So for them to put it like, again, every year Ben Roethlisberger gives us a 5-touchdown game or a 500-yard or some wild-ass statted game. It also doesn't help that it was a Thursday night game and the Panthers were the road team.
But it was, I mean, but that was still a real team though.
Wait, what?
That was a real team to like do it against though.
Oh no, I don't doubt that.
Like I mean, like if it was like we did that to the Browns, like it would have been like, oh
no, Johnny, do that. One of these games this season, you didn't even beat the Browns.
We didn't lose to the Browns either, so let's keep it like that.
Felt like a loss.
It didn't though.
You telling me that's how it didn't feel like a loss the next day? You didn't feel worse about your life a little bit?
It didn't feel worse, but you felt good.
The man
it was just kind of like...
Didn't feel good, but I could definitely feel worse if we lost.
Yeah, It could have felt worse. Yeah.
So I say let's switch lists real quick, and then we pick what's the biggest question mark about each other's list real quick before we get into the big three.
Oh, question mark?
Yeah.
Well, having the Titans was going to be really my question. Having them on there. You think they were even going to be comparable to make it on? Like, if they're number 11.
Who made the playoffs last year?
They did.
And half the teams on our list didn't. Bears didn't make the playoffs.
No.
Chargers didn't make the playoffs.
They should. They were close enough. They should have. They should have because of the Titans did.
I agree with you.
The Titans did not deserve to be on there. The Redskins.
The Redskins didn't make the playoffs.
They didn't, but they were a different team. Oh, I mean, they were a good team last year, but they weren't the great.
What amazes me is Alex Smith might make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins might not.
Yeah.
Like, Kirk Cousins might still, like, the Vikings are still in contention.
They have a definitely high chance of making it. I don't knock on that.
But there's, like, the thing is, if they don't win the division, I don't know if they make it. Like, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Because the Panthers, and I just believe that the Falcons will turn it around. If you don't, people need to be fired. Disrespectfully. Like, they show up to the office and their swipe card don't work no more.
The swipe card. I'm trying to get in. I don't know.
Oh, no. We mailed the boxes. Well, there was some stuff. Whatever we believe is yours, and whatever we believe is ours. That's a conversation through the door.
That's through the door. Damn.
So your biggest question mark is me having the Titans 10. Side note, my biggest question mark is how you number shit. He just wrote the team names down and just wrote numbers next to them in whatever order.
Yeah.
My thing is always going to be how you had the Patriots 8 already.
8?
Like, so you don't believe, like, that's how, if you had the Titans 10 and then had the Patriots 8, I would understand that.
All right, so let's talk about the Patriots a little bit. They just lost Julian Edelman.
Wait, they did?
I'm pretty sure they did to ACL tear.
I need facts, James.
I'm pretty sure. I thought I read that the other night. All right.
They played. He played yesterday. So if it was the other night, it was last night.
Yeah.
The other night is like Friday to me.
What? I don't know.
It's like saying a couple. Yeah, a couple nights ago. You mean last night? That doesn't make no sense.
Oh, what? He might not miss anything? Oh.
Okay, first thing, you all here for the white man's downfall. I see how you are about your home team.
Whoa. I never have ever supported the Patriots with or without the white people. Jeez. I'm out here for the other teams, you know. And if it's for the white guy, there's like Cooper Kupp and there's Thielen out there. So, and then Christian McCaffrey's out there too. So he's big. So for the white people, so if you want to play like that.
So I'm just saying, like, in my community, if I praise a black man getting hurt and not being able to make money, they look at me some type of way.
They're gonna get money. These people are getting money still in the NFL, unless they're getting dropped, which I don't think they can drop you after getting injured.
Yeah, they can. They did it to Terrell Pryor. That's how he ended up in Buffalo now. But shout out to Terrell Pryor getting a W in Buffalo. Hey, Terrell Pryor beat his old team this weekend.
He did, yeah. That's what you get.
He left the Jets and went and won.
So he's gonna miss a little bit of time. Okay, so he should be back maybe the 25th
of December or
no,
November?
This November.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad. I think they got a bye week coming.
Okay, well I thought it was out. I thought they were making it sound like he was out. Okay, then all right, then if I don't know, I really don't like their team that much.
I know you personally don't like their team.
Yeah, but I don't think they're that good that they can hold it down for. I don't think they're going to get it again this year. Like you really talk about AFC. We're not talking about the Patriots anymore. We're talking now the Chiefs.
Okay, so what happened the last time that the Chiefs beat the Patriots and then went to the playoffs? They lost. This happens a lot with the Chiefs, actually. Like, the Chiefs have been this team for a while.
But this is a new Chiefs. This is a new Chiefs.
The Chiefs went like 6-0 one year.
That's called Alex Smith.
So first thing, I was the one that liked Patrick Mahomes going into the season. And
No, he's switching out. We out.
Like you were the one that's like, you sure about this Patrick Mahomes kid? This soft voice kid that looks black but has blonde hair?
Hey, I never said that. Knock him out.
I said that last part. He talks like Palomalu too. Actually, no. Like, I think he talks like Palomalu. I had some people compare him to Kermit.
Oh, damn. I said I'm not too sure. I never said I don't think he's gonna be good.
So we talking about the Chiefs now.
Yeah, but now we talking about the Chiefs. We got
So-
the Chargers looking good. I mean,
See all the bandwagons he's hopping on now?
I'm not saying I'm jumping on, but I'm saying the Chargers always look good during November, and they'll keep it usually going. But sometimes he shits a bit, so we'll see. It could always. I mean, like we're only talking. Nobody's over 8 wins other than these guys, the Saints and the Chiefs. So if anybody like they could lose all out from here, and you can pretty much now you're down 6 and 10.
That's the weird thing. If the Chiefs and the Saints lose out, they probably still miss the playoffs. If the Rams lose out, they probably still make the playoffs and probably still win the division.
Really.
The Chiefs. I mean, the Seahawks would be the only one that could probably change it, but they're 4-5 now.
But if you were to beat everybody in the division, and then
We did that one year and didn't win. We went like
oh yeah.
one year we swept the division a couple years ago with Jeff Fisher at that, and lost every other game outside the division except like one. I think we beat the Redskins.
You were like 7 and 9.
We went 7 and 9, and we won all 6 games in the division.
I don't think. Yeah, for some reason I don't know why you guys didn't make it.
Because if that only works in college football.
No.
In college football, that's how the Panthers have like a 6-4 record, but they are 5-1 inside the ACC. So the ACC record is all that matters for the ACC title. Now there are going to be like 2 teams in their same division with better overall records than them when this ends, but they're going to go to the championship game anyway. So yeah, that's how that works. So is there anything else new going on around before we dip
let's
out?
go. We can usually do like a nice fun game, 3 points where we has 3 questions, one for myself, one for you, and one for both of us. So this one's gonna go right here to you. So who loses first realistically? So Chiefs, Rams, or Saints after now?
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yeah. That was a really loaded question. One of these 2 teams got to lose this week.
3. No, not who's gonna lose, but so you're saying like, well, yeah, the one will, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, which one of these teams are going to lose first?
well, yeah.
Yeah, the Chiefs and Rams play this week.
So they are gonna lose.
Yeah, like it was basically like you asked me who I thought was going to win. I'm not going with the Chiefs.
So you don't think the Saints might lose too?
No, I don't know who they play next week, but I think the Saints might lose one of these games to the Panthers and the Falcons going into the rest of the season. But I think they're only going to lose 2 games.
Okay. Oh well.
The Saints are. Ooh man, Drew Brees out here slinging it. Does Dallas end the season above 500, and how high, if so? That's a good one.
What are they, 4 or 5 right now?
Yeah, because they just beat the Eagles.
Do they go at 500? I don't know. I don't. What was the second part?
Oh, how high, if so?
How high? Oh, I think maybe they can go about 6 and 10. That's about.
That's not even above 500. You know what 500 is?
No, I know, but I'm saying no.
So no.
No, but they're going. I'm thinking they're going to go 6 and 10. If they make it 500, I would be surprised. Like,
I
there's
actually
no
think
way-
that's where I think that's probably where it's going to end.
6 and 10.
No, I was going like 8 and 8.
8 and 8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Again, the Redskins are probably going to go like 9 and 7. Like this division's terrible. The Giants only got 1 win, and they're probably going
But
to
you
leave.
don't think? But I feel like the Eagles are a lot better than. Other than, I mean, I know last night proved, that they're the better, but like I don't know. I still think the Eagles are a better team.
They're going to have to prove it to somebody. I mean, I agree with you. Like, in my mind, I'm still like, hey, man, they're the Super Bowl champs. Like, let's.
You still have to give them something.
So this one's for both of us. I already know my answer. Which trend ends next season? Outrageous touchdown celebrations or hurdling players?
What gets done?
Like which one's gonna decrease? I don't think either one's gonna.
I don't think any of them really going to decrease.
And when you say hurtling, and you can just I guess do some type of nod. Are you talking about like the full blown hurdle, or are you talking about like just trying to jump over to get like a first down touchdown?
No, just
situation?
now this new open field, I'm hurdling instead of hit like.
Oh.
Because that's the Zach, like, they're not that.
I'm
Elliott.
each one's gonna be weird because for the hurdling, it's gonna be who's the first dude that blows out his ACL, and Kareem Hunt is gonna ruin it for everybody, bro. Stop going up into the camera. I watched when he went and did that. I was like, ooh. I was like, they just gave your boy a penalty last week for the flip phone. I was like, you went up and took somebody's job.
Yeah.
Like, dude on the commentary in the game was like, is that a union issue? I was like, first.
Oh, yeah.
Camera mid-game, now you don't have an end zone camera.
First, and then somebody went and like showed, like I was watching ESPN earlier, they showed what the view of what he did. Yeah, you got to point it down, my bro. You got to point it down. I got like foreheads at all your teammates. But yeah, no, that's where I'm at. I'm like, hey man. Oh, and then what else happened? The last week in the Titans game, I think somebody went out to the Star because they were down in Dallas.
Oh, it did another TO.
First thing, at this point, that's what I would do. Because y'all get really mad about it. That's what I would do.
Who wouldn't? I mean, like
it's just because y'all feel, because they treat that like a college stadium team does. Like in colleges, that's something to fight about. I will admit. Like they will come find you.
Yeah.
But this is the NFL, man. Like if y'all want to have that big ass star in the middle of y'all stadium, this is what's going to happen. Because if it's me, it's going to be way worse. I'm going to be out here doing like Michael Jackson type moves in the middle of the star and shit, and like doing like the little thing where you go up on your tippy toes. I'm doing all that.
Oh yeah.
Like I imagine I'm gonna get blasted. Like didn't Emmitt Smith hit T.O. or somebody from somebody hit T.O.
Somebody fucked him up. I remember that. I mean, they really hit him.
Now somebody got to the dude at the Star before because one of the Cowboys was coming. And that's what I've come to terms with. I think Jerry Jones pays for these fines because they basically want you to go out and clock whoever's out there on the Star. They want full-blown locomotive style.
That's probably like the first thing when you get on the team. It's like, if anybody runs to that field right in the center, you hit them.
It's like,
I'll pay for the fine.
It's like, I got the fine and the extra mill. I feel like there's an extra on it. Like I feel like this is some Saints Bounty Gate type stuff. Like he touched that Star, he better not be there for long.
There's only one time they line up there is whenever they're lined up on the field. That's it. Coin toss. That's it. I think maybe if it's gonna go down anything, it probably maybe hurdling because that's something that I can feel like touchdown celebrations. You can always change up. You always do something different where you won't injure yourself. But hurdling.
Well, no, I don't think anybody's getting hurt. I think they're just like between the camera, the cell phone, which the cell phone had been done. It was a homage, and the Seahawks last week with the full-blown Soul Train line. That one, because that was the most organized, because they were doing the in and out thing, like coming in and then going back out. They all had it. They did one. The two of them did the spin in and out of the whole thing. I'm like, y'all went full Temptations.
I mean,
and then apparently the Chiefs last week, instead of doing their last day of practice, they just practiced touchdown celebrations because they were playing the Browns.
I mean, that's
that's shady as fuck.
I mean, that sounds like some real shit, like high school shit does. We've done that shit before. Like whenever in sports, like it's like, oh, we playing them. Oh, we'll just take an easy day on the practice, and when we play, we're not gonna even play our normal positions. We're gonna do our offense. That's what we did. I was like, we for real doing this? Like, yeah.
First thing, you're talking about swimming.
We're talking, but that. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's how disrespectful that sounded. Though.
Yeah.
I'm like everybody else in context, unless you watch our show every week. If this is your first time watching this show, yeah, no, he was talking about swimming. Which that sound like you made swimming sound cutthroat as fuck. Like, oh, them niggas is trash. Like, we could do this with a doggy paddle. Fuck all that.
It kind of turned out.
Again, I'm saying like this is what you're saying. You're nicer than me.
It kind of went like urban translation. Yeah.
In other news, because there's a couple things in news in sports, not sports, in the gaming community. One thing I can say that is big, Fortnite, if you know, is the free online shooting game. They decided this week that they were going to do a collaboration with the NFL, where you could basically pay the equivalent, I think, of $10 to get a skin, and you get to pick a black male, white male, black female, white female, basically different hair lengths and different things. But you get to pick one character, and you can pick any jersey at any time, any number at any time. They did not think this through.
I already know where this is going. Yep. Okay.
And I've actually done this once already. Some players, also, there's other accessories that you already had in the game. You could have different pickaxes, different things on your back, like a backpack. You could have candles and stuff on your back, like different designs for backpacks. And recently they put pets. The different pets you can have are dragons, lizards, and dogs. First and foremost, we might as well just get this out the way. Somebody went out and got the good old number 7 Falcons jersey and decided to have a dog as the backpack. So y'all know how this already started.
Yep.
I blame Fortnite and the NFL for my next one because y'all should have just took the number out for the team. People run around here as Aaron Hernandez. That's on y'all. I don't like y'all. If you give people the opportunity to be that ignorant, that's on you. Like, again, like I said, every jersey number for every team, you can pick whatever you want.
You can just take out the 81. That's about it.
Yeah, so there's people running around here with 81s and they're running around with pistols.
You don't. Yeah, just pull that off. You can pull the 7 off. I mean,
No, the 7 was the most wild one because again, you can have the dog on your back. Like in Fortnite, you can have a dog backpack, like with like a live animal in your back, and there are people running around with Michael Vick jerseys, with Michael Vick number 7s with a dog. That is subliminal as hell.
Yeah.
Also, one of the special edition backpacks from a couple of years ago was a backpack full of fireworks. People have been taking Jason Pierre-Paul from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and putting his number and running around with the fireworks. Yeah, y'all thought, again, y'all think this shit's cool. There is one cool one. I saw because in the game, like any shooting game, you can kneel down and stuff. There's one picture I've seen of somebody kneeling down with Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
And then, the ultimate, which again, this is why y'all should have took some jersey numbers out. Somebody's running around with a number 32 Buffalo Bills jersey.
Is he running like 25?
Oh, you're fucked up. First thing, there are speed limits in the game if you get an ATV, so you can purposely get on an ATV and go 25 if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you could do anything about the Michael Vick one because Michael Vick is not a pariah anymore. So somebody could go out and want to wear the number 7 Vick jersey. It's the fact that they put the dog on it and made it ignorant. The 81 Patriots jersey should have just not been in the game. The 32 Bills jersey probably should have just not been in the game. Like those are just two things where it's like, and you maybe not because I still actually, you know what, man, I ain't gonna lie. You give me a OJ USC jersey, I'd wear it. Not the Bills one because I'm just not. I don't got that type of depression in my life. But I could probably. Sorry, he was acquitted. But Aaron Donald was not. Or not Aaron Donald.
Whoa!
Aaron Hernandez. My bad. Aaron Hernandez was not. Let's keep that 100.
You gotta take that hat off now. Leave the station.
Aaron Hernandez was not acquitted. We all understand that Aaron Hernandez did this shit. So, no. If you thought that putting the number 81 for the Patriots was cool, that was on you, Fortnite. So,
any other fun?
I have one more fun stat, but I had not had it queued up. Oh, I could get this off the charger, though. I know that much. And it was I found out the top video games per year since like 1992. And it's actually a really interesting list because it's dominated by the same fucking 3 games. If you want
Mario?
No. Well, the first 5 years was dominated by Nintendo. It was different games every year, though.
Okay. So what is it now?
Shit.
Is it computer? So is it like
Not computer games.
no computer? Final Fantasy?
I wish, but no.
Oh. So no computer. All right. Is it Call of Duty?
Call of Duty is killing it this last, 10 years.
You know, they shouldn't have. I feel like they really shit the bed the last 4 or 5 for me.
It's not that. It's just the fact that people buy it. Now, I don't think that the games that are on this list, which I'm about 30 seconds away from getting it fully up, I finally found it on the page. My phone's acting slow, and I don't think I'm on the Wi-Fi, which is my own fault. Yeah, that's my own fault. Wait, what? Well, no, I mean, no, the Wi-Fi in here is cool for my phone. But, yeah, here we go. For the last 20 years, I'm going to give a quick rundown. I'm not going with the exact titles of these games every time because obviously y'all know. From 2017 to 2014, it's been all Call of Duty titles. 2013 was Grand Theft Auto 5. I understand that Grand Theft Auto might have been the same thing, but Grand Theft Auto releases every 5 years. I will admit whatever year Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, it was not because I don't see it, but I can see San Andreas between them.
San Andreas was the shit.
2012 through 2009 was also all Call of Duties. And I can say these ones. It was 10 and 12 were Black Ops 1 and 2. And 09 and 11 were Modern Warfare 2 and 3.
Okay.
Between 2008 and 2007 was that Age of the Rock video games. So 2008 is Rock Band. 2007 was Guitar Hero 3. After that was where we get back into where I thought things were going to be at, and it wasn't for most of this. 2006 and 2005 were both of the Maddens of the next year, obviously, 06 and 07 Maddens. 2004 was San Andreas. 2003 was Madden 2004. 2002 was Grand Theft Auto Vice City. 2001 was NFL Madden 2002. Basically, it's like, well, If we got a great, if we at that moment in time was if we got a GTA, it's gonna be GTA. If we don't, then it's gonna be Madden.
Yeah.
Because Madden came out regardless.
Yeah.
And then this is where the Nintendo dominance from 2000 to 1996. 2000 was Pokemon Stadium. 1999 was Donkey Kong 64. 98 was Zelda. 97 was Mario Kart 64. 96 was Super Mario 64. All those games I just named were exclusive to the Nintendo. They weren't on anything else. So that's pretty impressive. Like all the games from 2000 to 2017, you can get those on at least 4 different platforms, including PC. Those games I just named back in the 90s and 2000 for Pokemon Stadium, you had to have a Nintendo to play that. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And the very first game on this list, which obviously video games go back to like the early 80s, so this is not like a count of all video games. I don't want to sound like a millennial when I say this shit. Well, if you're talking about arcades, and yeah. Wait, you talking about like playing with Pong?
Pong and Mr. Frogger, Miss Pac-Man.
You're the one that wants to be as young as you can, right?
No, I'm just saying you put the wrong shit in my shit.
And the first one, which I will admit is a PlayStation 1 title, which kind of shocked me, 1995, Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh, for real?
Highest selling game of 95.
Oh, but that's as far as it goes, 95? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, this was for
Mortal Kombat 2 is pretty lit.
Again, I think this was when this company decided to start counting these stats. Just like when we said about the sacks earlier, this wasn't like, we understand that like other games before this, like I'm sure the Pac-Mans of the world and stuff like that were top games. And
Yeah, they were definitely killing it.
Like, yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
there's
that.
only 2 games out there.
Like I'm sure, like I'm shit. You know how like I'm salty. I'm sure it's Sonic. I'm sure '91 was Sonic. Like I'm just rolling with that.
Yeah.
It definitely should have been it. I would like to see with Sonic and Mario, like, and Zelda, all that, like, at that time.
I know.
Like, Mario, Sonic.
Even though Sonic is my game, I do understand that Mario gets him. I get it when it comes to sales most of the time.
The new console, yeah. I don't know. I want to see that one. That was a good one. That would be a good one.
Definitely. And also, this is just for me and for everybody who thinks they going to see me, but they ain't going to see me for the next few days. Tonight, all y'all motherfuckers was happy a few months ago when Crash dropped, including myself. But that was the number 2 game for my childhood. Number 1 was my purple buddy flying around burning all these bitch-ass motherfuckers. Spyro the Trilogy comes out tonight at midnight, and I pre-ordered it a month ago. So I'm going to hit that Spyro up tonight, and I'm going to fucking shit up.
Wait, is that midnight? They don't do like an early release?
I pre-ordered it to download directly to my Xbox.
Oh, fuck. All right.
I'm not even getting disc no.
Oh, you ain't even getting the disc. He don't leave in his house.
Here, wait, count down 11:50%.
Yeah, wait, yes. Like, first thing, I don't understand the motherfuckers to be at Best Buy at midnight. Never understood that shit.
That was a thing. We didn't have a choice. Now you have enough space for all that?
Yeah, because I haven't bought Red Dead. Again, Red Dead is a spring 2019 thing, just like I thought when it was going to release.
Oh, now you need
First
to
thing,
buy like a hard drive.
I think I got to get like a whole terabyte for it.
Yeah.
Which when I have to use the word terabyte, then I'm already past my knowledge of this shit.
If you have to get that much, that's a lot.
The game takes up a lot. I already deleted some stuff, and like I'm preparing to delete a lot more. But like there's certain games, like I understand that even like my Xbox account when I delete these games knows I own these games, so I can re-download them whenever.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like doing it. Like I'm not re-downloading City Skylines. That shit's staying on there.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Wait. You ain't unloading it or?
No. Oh. And I can't. At some point I'll unload Madden. I could do that at some point.
Oh.
How many times can I create a dynasty in LA?
You can do it almost every year.
The funny part is it's hard to do that. It's hard. Like the game ain't that easy. But and again, I conceded that I'm done buying the NBA game, so I'm cool. That last NBA game was ridiculous. Like, they want you to like walk around the city and do like full open world. I'm like, bro, I want to have my created character, but I just want to ball. They want you to go to a studio at some point. Like they wanted you to go to a studio and and rap with Damian Lillard. You had to go like to the barbershop and like talk with like Hannibal Buress and actually have conversations and shit. Like that game was way past basketball for me. I'm like, we're done. I didn't I own it. I still have it. I never got past like the first 2 steps of this career mode because I'm like, bro, I don't even care if I had to practice and like be on the bench. I just wanted to play ball.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, go rent that game one time and try to play the career mode. You'll be like 20. You'll be an hour into it. Like, what the fuck is this? Is this 2K or am I playing like GTA with a basketball?
GTA with a basketball? What? That's what it's come down to?
In a way. So, you got anything else before we go tonight, though?
No, we can leave it off like that. Okay.
So, as always, we'll see you either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm sure we'll see you Wednesday because I think we have an interview lined up this week.
Yep.
So, y'all know what time it is. It's Jay Skyline and
James.
we got Bill Holly Hillgrove.
Yeah.
You never said it.
Oh, I know what this is from. This is what if YouTube doesn't get this off the air because this is definitely copyrighted.
Yeah, no, he's just listening.
Well, we don't own the copyright. We don't snitch. That is from Tony Dorsett's record-breaking rushing game against Navy. His jersey's actually in the Heinz Field from that. It's muddy as fuck, too. But yeah, I think he scored either 5 or 6 rushing touchdowns in one game. So,
Okay.
and again, one more time. I hate on our old bobblehead. They're all like, "Oh, it's nostalgic," but this is the guy right here. Yeah, you got to move him, James. That's our old crippled, decrepit bobblehead from like 1923.
1920. Repurposed, good burger. Or whatever. What is a good boy? Or what is that? Big boy?
Good Burger's Keenan and Kel. Let's
Good
not
boy?
disrespect them like that.
Big boy?
It's Bob's.
Yeah,
big
the one with the.
Yeah, it's Bob's big boy. So, hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow or Wednesday, but definitely Wednesday for sure. And it's Jay Skyline and Ann James Unfiltered.